Hi, okay, welcome to my float style template. I titled it Balloons, and I'm aware that there are other apps called Balloons, like Balloons Tower Defense, and then just Balloons that are popular games, but I don't expect anybody to actually release the game in this form titled Balloons. This is more just a template, and I will include the PSD file, so if somebody wants to use the font or the style or anything like that, they can definitely do that. But yeah, I would suggest retitling it at least if you're going to use the graphics. Anyhow, I'm going to show you a little bit about the game, and then I'll kind of point out some things along the way. So let's get into the game. Alright, you'll notice that the title screen is set up very similar to Float. I just figured that's a cool effect and it's interactive. You can always change some of the attributes around to make it a little different, or if you just want to make it bounce, or if you don't want them to pop and they hit the spikes below. But in general, it just gives you an idea. You can swap this out with anything. So I just thought it was a fun little feature, and I'm sure it's something that people could use in other titles even. So that's that. Okay. The options, how to play in credits, I didn't build those pages. I didn't really think it was necessary to build the whole game, otherwise I might as well just sell the whole game. But anyway, we'll get into the gameplay modes. In the future, I may add these, and then whoever buys the template, I will update you, and along the way, maybe I'll add some cover flow or something like that. Okay, so let's go right into the game. I'd like to point out too, that the background is actually dynamic, so when you're actually playing the game, you'll notice that every time you retry or you go to the game over screen, the background changes. I've included 8 backgrounds with this. You can always add more, and in the template it's fairly easy to see how to add more. You simply just add an image, and then you give that image a number, and basically the game randomly chooses one of those numbers and it displays the image. So it's really just one actor that's image is changing randomly each time. So really simple. Also, I built a bonus area. You can set it up however you like. You can make it static, or you can make it dynamic, like it is now. Basically, I have it set up to a timer, so it goes along with the clock here, and it's just slowly, incrementally shrinking as you go. If you notice, whenever the balloons get into this area, the score just starts multiplying like mad. And basically, the point of this, a little bit unlike Float, is to keep the balloons in this area, which is very challenging, especially since the area is shrinking, and your score will just go up and up and up. But at the same time, you want to keep them floating. So if you click them up here, you're always going to get an extra 20 points. So no matter what, you're getting some kind of score. You can also set up combos. I set up combos. It's not as constrained as floats are, but you can always add things to it later. But I have it set up to 3, but you can add more. Like I said, I'm including the PSD file, so it shouldn't be hard. I'm also including the music track and the audio. If you look, this is actually a custom font. I know it's pretty plain, but if you take the images and you just switch out the images with different images for numbers, you can make the font whatever you'd like. I have it set up so that you can add a custom font, so it's pretty cool. But everything here is dynamic. Even the bonus area, it's just set up with an integer. So if you set the integer, like let's say you wanted to make levels, and so you duplicated this scene, you could actually change the number of balloons. You can actually change the starting point of the bonus area. You can make it all the way up, or you can make it very, very small. You can make it static. You can make it unstatic, and all of that is simply controlled by integers. The life system here, if you pop 3 balloons, you lose. The gravity is set here maybe a little bit too quick, but you can always change the scene's gravity if you'd like, and it'll make them float down a little bit slower. But this will be great to use on an iPod Touch. I haven't tested it out yet because I'm still in the process of getting my developer's license, but I'm building a whole bunch of games, and this is actually based off of a game that I'm currently making, but I figured that I would make it similar to Float for you guys, so that way you guys could pretty much take this and run with it. Anyhow, so if you lose 3 lives, you die, and if the timer runs down to 0, you die. I guess you wouldn't really die, but the game is over at that point, and whatever your point system is at that point, that's what your score is. So yeah, anyhow, I hope you like this template. If you do, like I said, all the sounds, the PSD files, everything like that are included, so it's really good value, and you can use the graphics in any way you'd like, so that's another cool thing too. Alright, so I'll talk to you later, and thanks a lot.